I think we can all agree that we're living in the future right now. Jennifer here has a smartphone that enables her to order a ride home, control the temperature, turn on the lights, pay for things. Face it, we're living in a technological wonderland. And yet here we find Phil. Phil's forgotten the combination of his travel lock. Here's the current solution to that problem. We live in an era filled with technological marvels, and yet this is what happens when Phil forgets a lock combination? Is that the best we can do? No, because we live in an era where the airbolt exists. The airbolt is a travel lock you control with your smartphone. It's the lock the future deserves. A lock with customizable security settings. This airbolt opens whenever my phone is within Bluetooth range. Or maybe you don't trust anyone in your life. That's fine. The settings on this airbolt require me to enter a password into the app. Or maybe your airbolt's been stolen. That's fine too, because you can set your airbolt to activate an alarm when it moves too far away from your phone. Or you can activate the alarm manually. Stop that man. It's the justice the future deserves. Hi, Bill.
Hi.
Tell them what happened, Bill.
I lost my bag.
You lost your... We live in a world where I can use my smartphone to monitor my sleeping patterns, but Bill here can't find his bag. If Bill had been using the airbolt instead of some antique, he could have located it using the airbolt's crowdsourced GPS network. Or what if you lose your phone? Well, you can still unlock your airbolt by logging in from another device. Or you can enter a backup button code using your hands, like some kind of prehistoric man. The airbolt has a rechargeable battery, which only needs to be charged once a year via a standard micro USB connector. It's TSA approved, so airport security is not an issue. The app will record a history of every time you've locked and unlocked your airbolt. You can even share access to your airbolt with your friends, so you'll be able to unlock it from the other side of the world. Thanks, pal. You're welcome, buddy. And look how small it is. Seriously, look at it. It's really small. Airbolt. It's the travel lock we all deserve.
What if there was a video game controller that could replace all the video game controllers in your collection right now? Controllers like this, and this one, that one, of course this, that, this, and even one of these. Okay, maybe not that, but how about these two? Well, we've made something that can do everything these controllers can do and a little bit more. And what would we call a controller that can replace all the controllers in your collection? Well, we would call it the All Controller. For the past 2 years, we've been designing this controller by creating a bunch of different models, coming up with different internal components and external pieces to really get the best features we could possibly fit in a tiny package. Right out of the box, our controller has a bunch of different drivers built into it so that you can connect to virtually any operating system on any computer you own. And not only that, you'll be able to play any video game ever made. And when we say any video game, we literally mean that. If the game didn't have controller support initially, you'll be able to control your mouse and keyboard directly from the controller itself. The All Controller can connect to Windows, Mac, and Linux, and it also has the ability to connect to iOS and Android. Just use the built-in screen on the controller to select the device you want to connect to, and then connect. It's just that easy. And that built-in screen isn't just for connecting to different devices. You're also able to customize the controller in a bunch of different ways. Remap every single button, every single joystick, invert them, adjust their dead zones, adjust their sensitivity, and adjust the trigger sensitivity. Whatever you want to do, you're capable of doing it with our built-in operating system within the controller itself. If you want, you can even set up the entire controller to just do macros, or set up macros on the fly. Whatever game you're playing, however you want to play it, this controller will give you more options than any other controller ever made. We're adding new support for devices all the time through software updates for our controller, and those software updates are totally free. Once you've gotten the controller, we'll be adding new features as time goes on. Alongside the All controller, we'll also be releasing a dongle that allows you to connect to the Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4. And all of the features you see and all that customizability also works on those systems as well. Everything you've seen in this video is based off of a real controller that already works, but what we need your help to do is raise enough money so that we can produce these things on a larger scale and start sending them out to people. So if you want to help us, check out our Kickstarter page below, and thank you so much for watching.
If you're a human being, you've probably found yourself on a train, walking somewhere, riding a bike someplace, or traveling. But no matter what your situation is, when you're on the go, you've always encountered the same dilemma. Which device should I charge first? Electronic devices are great, but we always seem to lack enough power outlets to satisfy today's charging demands. We here at Moss have found the answer to life's greatest question. We give you the Moss Pack, the perfect solution to charge your devices on the go. At first, it just looks like an amazingly beautiful backpack, but once you get to know her, you'll realize that what's inside is what really counts. Here at Moss, we've always strived to solve problems of cable management. So we have these channels on the sides that you can route your wires down and plug them into the Moss Reach, which is one of the biggest features that makes the Moss Pack different than any other backpack. The Moss Reach is stored at the bottom. You can plug in a laptop and 2 USB devices. The magnets inside the Reach attach to the metal plates sewn in at the bottom of the backpack to keep it in place. The cable for the Reach is stored in this side pocket. That way you can quickly plug it in as soon as you reach a power outlet and let your devices charge inside without ever having to take them out. With the 2 USB ports and power outlet on the Reach, you have enough ports to charge all your devices at the same time while you sit back and relax. Then, when it's time to go, you simply unplug it and leave. You've probably seen battery backpacks before, but the truth is most of the time they're way overpriced and they come with heavy, bulky batteries, making them very inconvenient for everyday use. That's why, instead of having a heavy battery, the Moss Pack has a special spot where you can use your favorite power bank, such as the Moss Go power bank, which should be available soon. The laptop pocket can fit a 15-inch laptop, and the tablet pocket can fit most standard tablets. The front vertical zipper is meant to house anything that's 9 inches long, like a boarding pass. The next pocket has a couple different pen slots and other compartments that can fit things like your keys or wallet. This next pocket is surprisingly large. It can fit a typical binder or two. This pocket was designed for your passport, and you can also store your phone or wallet in this next ribbed pocket. The top pocket is actually designed especially for sunglasses. It's lined with microfiber fleece and cushioning on both sides to make sure your sunglasses are protected. To make sure this backpack has a sleek design, we put the water bottle pocket on the inside. It has an elastic pocket on the inside for support, and it's completely waterproof to keep your devices safe in case of a water leak. The built-in magnets on the straps conveniently hold your earbuds whenever you need them to.
We here at Moss like to travel, and while traveling, we realize that it's super inconvenient to find a power plug, pull out all your devices, charge them, and then throw them back in when it's time to go. Not to mention, carrying around a bunch of bulky chargers is such a pain.
Our vision for the backpack was to make a technical pack that wasn't complicated. We wanted something really simple, clean, really durable, and made of really high quality materials, and then something that's comfortable on the street to wear as well as in business meetings.
So we spent a lot of time researching materials, prototyping, testing, and making sure this backpack fits your lifestyle. We feel that this bag is going to meet every aspect of your life, so we need you to help us meet our minimum order requirements in order to start our first production. So make sure to back us to get yours today. Thanks.
Moss Pack, the easiest way to charge all your devices on the go.
Venturing out into the wilderness can have its drawbacks, like finding out where you're going and sticking together. That's why we created GoTele. GoTele is a GPS tracker. Using long-range radio technology, GoTele creates its own network. GoTele allows you and whoever you're with to locate, communicate, and stick together. No matter where you are, GoTele can run on its own for up to 2 days on a single charge and can be used on its own without the need of any other device to record and track your location down to 1 meter accuracy. When paired with a smartphone, you can use the app to view and track a group up to 30 units. GoTele is able to allow users to communicate via text to others in the group. even send an SOS signal when in trouble, giving you that peace of mind of being able to be there when needed. GoTelly's network is also able to be made in your own home, monitoring loved ones and making sure they are safe. Within the app, you can also make an electronic fence. Once a GoTelly device crosses this invisible fence, you will be alerted on your smart device. This can be helpful when you need to be able to find and track those who sometimes like to venture off by themselves. Sometimes we just need to know if someone is okay. And GoTelly makes it easy to venture out with the security of always being able to find your way back home. Get a GoTelly today.
No matter who your family is, we all want to keep the people we love safe. And that's why we made Salt, the first safe gun for a safe home.
Hi, I'm Adam. This is Andy. We're the creators of Salt. Salt is a gun, but it's not like any gun that you've ever seen. It was designed around the belief that a firearm shouldn't have to take a life in order to protect a life. From that simple idea, we started by completely rethinking the bullet. Instead of lead, Salt was designed to shoot a specialized round filled with a powerful toxin. So instead of killing the target, Salt opens up on impact in a cloud that instantly causes respiratory and visual distress. So while an intruder or a curious child would be incapacitated, the encounter wouldn't be fatal.
This rethink also lets Salt be used not only offensively, but defensively as well. So if an intruder is kicking down your door, Salt allows you to shoot the area around it before the danger is on top of you. This creates a protective cloud of toxin between you and the intruder before he's ever a threat to you or your family.
Our last big idea was to make Salt easy to use for everyone. So we replaced the violent bang of black powder with the silent power of compressed air. The result is a fear-free user experience. So the only person that should have anything to be scared of is an intruder. And that's Salt, a safe gun for a safe home. So if you're as intrigued by the ideas as we are, we'd love to make you one. Just click our support button, and together, we can make the world just a little bit safer.